Hey, it's Cobra here at MaddenGadget.com, and for this video breakdown, we're going to take a look at a formation that I consider real effective here in Madden 26, especially against man coverage. And we're going to start off with some stuff that I don't consider really shady, but by the end of the video breakdown, it's going to get to the point that it's pretty shady. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. The formation that we're going to use for this video breakdown is the gun empty bunch wide. The first thing I want you guys to notice that is where the running back lines up at. And that running back, he's going to get open. Not only is he only going to get open on the left side as you look at the screen, but by the end of the video, he's really going to get open where he's not even covered. And that's what I want to show you as we go through this breakdown here. Here's a look of the offensive playbooks you can find the gun bunch empty wide in. The offensive play that we're going to use here is out of the gun empty bunch wide, and it's called drag curl. Now, this particular play, you do not have to use this as far as to make this work. I'm only going to use it because I feel like I don't have to make a lot of adjustments. Specifically, the receiver that's lined up on the left that's running that drag route. That's one of the reasons that I chose this play, but you don't have to use this play. You can use whatever play you want from this particular formation to make this work, what I'm about to show. Now, we also want to take a look at the defensive play that we're going to run this against. And I figure I might as well go ahead and use one of the better, more popular man defenses that you'll find in the game. This is the one that's called nickel 2-4 double mug, and it's called Mid Blitz Zero. Again, a lot of players run this just to bring pressure on the quarterback. All right, what I want to do is I want to get right into it and show you how to make this work. All right, there's going to be a lot to get to with this video breakdown, as we're going to start off with some stuff that's pretty simple to do, but yet effective. And that's what I want to start off with. And then as we get towards the end of the video breakdown, I'm going to show you this glitch that I consider, like I said earlier in the intro, that's real shady. But for now, let's just go ahead and get going through some stuff here. So one of the things I like about this particular play is where the running back lines up at. Now, the running back in this particular formation, regardless of what they do on the defensive side of things, he cannot be jammed at the line of scrimmage. And if you look here, you're going to notice that this defender right here, which is a safety, is lined up off the line of scrimmage, what, about 8 to 9 yards. He cannot jam that receiver. There's no way. Even if I was to call press man coverage here, it wouldn't matter. All right. You can see those other guys come up, but that other defender, that safety, does not come up. So that's the first thing I want to show here with this. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run the play here, and I'm just going to throw a quick bullet pass out to that receiver and into that area there. Okay. And that's usually going to be there for you. You may even go in for a score such as I did there. It's because you can't jam at the line of scrimmage. Now, there's some things they could do on the defensive side of things. Maybe they, start seeing me do this enough. Maybe they could shade somebody over to the left or whatever and do some different things, or maybe drop one of those blitzing linebackers into a curl flat. But I don't think they'll get over fast enough. For example, here again, I just threw that right there and I picked up 8-9 yards. So you really don't have to do anything. It's a quick snap, throw the ball. You should complete 8 to 10 yards with that. The next thing you can do with this is you can always put him, say, on a corner route. Now, I realize as we do this, I'm going to put him on a corner route right there as you look at it. And then I'm going to custom stint him all the way down as far as I can get him down here to run that corner route like a slant route, such as what we've talked about before. And you guys have seen this used quite a bit online where a lot of guys run this. Obviously, they've kind of taken that away where it's not quite as effective, but it's still effective enough where you can throw the ball to the outside here and again complete it for a gain. Right there, he actually didn't make the catch, but you can see right there he's open. Let's run it again, same thing. So we'll put him on a corner route as you look at your screen right there. And sometimes this thing sticks for me when I do it. I don't know why, but at any rate, with the custom stadium, we're going to drop him down a few notches right there and do that same thing again. Remember, everything else is in press coverage. All right, so there you can see right there, we catch it, we go in for a score. So another easy way to beat this type of defense, as far as what they're doing here. Something else you can do with this particular play is you can take control of them and motion them out to the left. And then if you wanted to, say you put them on a slant route. Now, this comes to the point of why I chose this particular play, this drag curl. It's because of this route here that's being ran by this inside receiver who's running this drag. Now, otherwise, I'd have to hot route him on a drag route, but see, he's already running that, so I don't have to do that. The reason I want to do that is because I hot routed this outside receiver, which is this running back, on this slant route. And so that's going to give me another way of beating this particular route. Even if they were to shade inside, that's still going to be open where I could beat that blitz and get it to him pretty quick. So even though this stuff doesn't seem like a lot to some of you guys, This stuff right here works, and it's pretty darn effective without having to do a whole lot, as you can see. Now I want to show you something else you can do with the running back that's going to be something that I'm going to use later in the video breakdown that's really going to get him open. You're going to see it, but right now I just want to show you the basics of it. So what you can do with him here is you can actually motion him into the backfield. Now, it doesn't seem like a whole lot to you. Say they come out in press coverage, and say you put him on a, let's put him on a Texas route, right? So we got him on a Texas route. Maybe I'll send this other receiver on a crossing route, or let's go put him on a streak. And then this would give us this option here just to throw it underneath if we so choose. And, again, we could possibly go all the way in for a one-play score on that Texas route, especially against that particular defense, as long as you get the ball off fast enough. Now, again, that's nothing crazy right there. A lot of you guys have probably done stuff like this, but I just wanted to point that out to you. You can put him in the backfield, and that's where things are going to get shady here, is what I'm about to show. All right, here's where things get real shady as far as getting a running back wide open for a one-play score. And what I've already shown here has been pretty darn effective. This is where it really gets crazy. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you go into the depth chart. Now, this is important, very important if you listen to me what I'm showing here. So go into the depth chart. And what you want to do here is you look at your screen is you're going to go up to the gadget. So let's go up to the gadget right there. Now, what you want to make sure here is you either have a running back or a tight end lined up at this depth chart position. It has to be one or the other. It cannot be a receiver, no matter what. It has to be either the running back or a tight end. If you got an elite tight end, you might consider putting him there. All right, the next thing you want to do here is you want to come back out, and I'm going to show you something here right off the bat here. And I'm not going to show the glitch quite yet because I want to walk you guys through a couple other things. All right, so as I go through here, we are going to get on the field again. And I want to show it to you. So we'll run that same play that I've been showing, which is going to be that drag curl. And we get into that Mid Blitz Zero defense I've been showing this with. And right there's the play, same thing. You'll notice again that the running back is not being jammed. Now, this is with no packages yet at this point. And a lot of you guys, especially you top players out there, you probably like to flip your offense. Now, you can flip your offense here, and everything's going to work pretty much the same as before. You can do all the stuff I talked about as we did earlier. Matter of fact, at this point, really, there's no glitch. I mean, as far as getting too crazy, you're still going to do the same stuff that I talked about. However, let's reset this one more time here and get out of here, because I want to show you guys this. This is where it gets interesting at. All right, so if you look at your packages, and if you select this particular one, which is called Gadget at Halfback, has to be that one, Gadget at Halfback, okay? Even though when I did that, Robinson's still playing the... he's still that gadget player. He'll still be lined up on the field, so he doesn't get replaced. But this is where the glitch happens at. So let me go ahead and show this to you guys as we go. So we're going to that drag curl play again. Same defense. Call press man coverage. Now at this point, I want you guys to look at something here. All right. You're going to notice that this defender right here is now in press man coverage on Robinson. All right. So they call press man coverage. Obviously, at this point, all that stuff I just showed you doesn't work. However, when you flip the play, that's when things get interesting. So we go ahead and flip the play, right? And again, he's still tight on him. We got that same defender. He's still tight on me as you look at it. But remember when I talked about motioning the running back into the backfield? Let's do that. Now watch that defender when I do that. Ah, there we go, guys. Look what happens. That guy came all the way over here, and I know your guys' minds are really flipping. You're thinking, damn, that guy's way over there. Who's covering that running back? Oh, man, it's the same guy. That's going to be an issue for the defense, as you can see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this again. And we're going to go through this again because I want to show this more in real time now. So again, we got the same coverage going on, right? I didn't do anything as far as changing anything on defense or offense. We're going to flip that play again. Same thing. This time, I am going to motion him in the backfield. Now, why I'm motioning him in the backfield, I'm also going to put him on a, let's say we put him on a wheel route. We're going to snap that ball. And then right there, you can see how wide open he gets for a touchdown. And there you go. So there it is. That is the glitch. That is how you can get this guy wide open. For you guys who like to flip plays and do all the crazy stuff out there, this is where you're going to be able to, get your play right here. So you see him come out in press man coverage. You're like, okay, I can't get what I want to work as far as those quick plays I showed earlier. So you simply flip the play, which is probably going to drive them nuts anyways. And they're probably going to crap their pants when they honestly see that guy. Now, a lot of guys hopefully would be smart enough to audible into a zone or something, or do some, make some type of adjustments, knowing that they're going to get, screwed over here. All right. I probably threw that a little too high, but that's what's going to happen. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, and get notified for our latest Madden Guides YouTube video breakdowns. All right, before we get out of this video, I do want to show you guys the counter to this, and I feel like I need to do that. I can't just let you guys hang here. And if you guys run into this, you'll know how to counter it. So there's a few different ways you can do it. First off, the first thing you can do is you can come out into a zone defense. Obviously, that's going to take that away. And with that said, you could do some things on the defensive side of the ball. If you still want to come out and man and maybe hot route some guys into zone coverage, and you could take away some of that to a degree, but it's not perfect, right? But what you can do is do this. So for example, we're going to come out in that same play as far as on the defensive side of the things that we're looking here. And that's going to be that mid blitz zero out of the nickel 2-4 double mug. And then we're going to come out in the same offensive play that we've been running here out of the gun empty bunch wide, which is the drag curl. Now, I already showed you guys how to run this, so I'm not going to really show you too much on it. I just want to show you the counter. So we're going to go ahead and flip the play here as you look at your screen. So there goes everybody shifting and all that. And a lot of guys, a lot of the top players, the reason they do that is because they want to see if it's man coverage. And that tells them right off the bat it's man coverage by flipping it. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and put this guy in into the backfield. Now, here's where you can counter it at. So I'll put him in the backfield, right? And I'm going to hot route him on my little thing. Now, I can't do it all at the same time. I can try to do it, but I'll put them on this wheel route, such as you see on your screen. Now, like I said, sometimes this stuff sticks. By the way, if you're in the practice mode and you're having issues with that, if you just use your play art and go down, left, right, whatever, and then go back up, that'll actually show what you just did your hot routes, just so you guys knew that. If some of you guys might not know that, but that's a way of doing that if you want to fix that real quick. Anyways, you can see that he's in a wheel route, right? Now, why that was going on, had I had just hurry up and flip my defense on this side of the field here, then that would have took that away. All right. Now, the problem with that is it's going to screw up everything, because now you got to go back and hurry up and reset. And if I were to snap this ball real quick, yeah, I could still beat that real quick. You know, I'm not going to pick up a lot of yardage, but I could still beat it. That's the problem with that. So again, let's run this one more time here as you look at it. Let's go ahead and flip it, and then we'll call press man coverage. I'm going to try to do this all at the same time here, so bear with me as I'm doing this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take control of this running back real quick, and then I'm going to motion him into the backfield. At that point, I'm going to flip the defense. See how that fixes that? You can see right there. So that's the way you would counter that. All right, I just want to point that out to you. So if you are having issues with this and you want to be able to defend it, hurry up and flip your defense, and then try to go back and do your resetting. You're still going to get pressure on the quarterback here, unless they leave the running back in. But you know, if you're playing against a really good player, they're going to have some other things they can do on the offensive side of things. But you can still counter it even if you are a man. You just got to make sure you flip your defense. All right, the last thing I want to show here is in another video breakdown I talked about just the other day that I showed, and it was called Motion Pass Glitch Quick Touchdown Hack in the Gun Empty Base Flex Madden 26. If you haven't checked out that video, I just showed how to get the running back wide open without using any type of flipping of the offensive play. Now, I also mentioned if they come out in a base formation, then it can defend it. In this case, say I come out and your opponent comes out in this, which is the cover 2 man out of the 4-3 over, which I'm going to do right here. And again, I'm going to come out in this same play that I've been running, this drag curl, and I'm going to do the motion here, or not the motion, but as far as the flipping of the play and then do the motion. So right there, we're going to do that. If I were to take control of this running back in the backfield here and do the same thing I talked about earlier, here's that wheel route, snap that ball, then these base formations don't work very well. I just want to point that out to you. All right. So if you're trying to defend that, don't think you can just come out in a base formation and be able to defend it. It doesn't matter if it's a blitz or a cover 2 man, you're still going to get, you're still going to leave that running back wide open on that wheel route that I just showed. All right, that's about it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video breakdown. Please leave some comments. If you guys are brand new to the YouTube channel, or you're not, maybe you haven't subscribed yet, but you're just checking out this video, if you like the content, there's a lot of different stuff. I try to go over a lot of everything. I don't just run this type of stuff. I show normal stuff. I show a lot of everything on here. Plus, the Madden Guides Madden Guides website has a ton of good stuff over there. I keep posting up there, and I would hope that you guys have a chance to check out that site as well. It's really nice stuff there that I'm pretty proud of as far as what I've been doing. So again, if you guys got some kind of comments, please post them there. Let me know what you guys think about this breakdown or any other future breakdowns you'd like to see. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment for more Madden Guides, strategy, and tips content. See you in the next video.